Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. This is the fourth time I've tried to record this one video here, so I am praying that I can get through it and my camera will not cut me off. Like this, you all know this is my second video. The first video was on my cell phone. This is with my camera, like my Nikon D5200, and I'm learning to film on it and stuff, but I don't know why it keeps like cutting me off anyway, but let's get into it. This is, like I said, my first video, real video. The first one was a giveaway for my sweet friend Dana, but this is like, I've been wanting to do these videos forever, and thankfully I thought I'm just going to sit down today and just record my first one. I've been really busy lately, but this is what I want to do. Like, this is my hobby, like makeup, beauty, fashion, just all the girly things, like clothes, all that. That is my hobby. That's what I like to do. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So I thought I'd sit down today and do it. And the video I wanted to start with is my August favorites video. So this is all the things I've been loving through the month of August. And I think a favorites video really gives you an idea of like the person, their personality, the products they use. Like, it's kind of one of those nosy things, like what's in your purse video. Like, you like to go through other women, you know, go see what's in their purse, what they carry. It gives you an idea of who they are. So I want to show you all the products I love, the products I use, and hopefully you see something you can try out. So I'm going to go in the order of how I put my makeup on. So the first thing I'm going to start with is primer. I pulled this out. I've had this for a long time now. This is the Becca Backlight Primer Filter. And I pulled this out of my collection to try it with another one of my favorites. And I thought it would be good. But it's just a luminous, beautiful luminous primer. It looks like that right there. Sorry about that other swatch, but see, it's just very luminous, beautiful. I love it. So it has a really perfumey, like really good fresh smell, so which is nice. And the thing I pulled it out to pair with, which is another favorite I just got, it's the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, and I have the shade 4.5, which their shades look darker than they are. I think like this seems like a darker shade. I think in the Naked Skin I wore like 3.5 or 4.0. This is way darker than what I thought. Now I'm not that dark, and it matches me perfect. I love this. Like, if you are going to try this, definitely be patient with it. Like, I put it on and immediately was like, oh my gosh, this looks terrible. It looked dry. It settled into, I have pores right here. This is my problem area right here. Settled into those. Like, it looked disgusting. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I thought, this is going back. There's no way that I will like this. And I have combination oily, I would say. Like, I get oily in the T-zone. Other than that, I'm not very dry, I'm not very oily. I just, you know, combination oily in the T-zone. So I don't have really problematic skin like that. But if you do have dry skin, I would say give it a shot, because I went ahead and, you know, I put the rest of my makeup on, and this stuff shocked me. As the day went on, this foundation was more and more beautiful as the day went on. It was luminous. Even though it's matte, full coverage, it became more and more luminous and beautiful on my skin. Even upwards till 9:30, 10 o'clock, I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my God. I told my husband, I was like, look at this foundation. Like, look how light it is. And it just got more and more beautiful. But it is very full coverage. It looks matte when you first put it on, but it became luminous on me. So that's what's really strange. I think it just looked so good and made my skin look healthy and glowy. It was just beautiful. Not, you know, shiny, but just, I'll have to do a first impressions and show you all how it wears, because it looks completely different from when I put it on to when I start wearing it. So if you have dry skin, I would say give this a shot. Go to Sephora, get a sample. You know, exfoliate your face really well, moisturize your face really well, and use something like a luminous primer and just give it a shot. And don't go off the first impression when you first put it on. Give it a while, wear it a while, and see what you think, because I love this, and it's definitely worth being patient, you know, with it. Okay, the next foundation I've been loving, and I haven't had it very long, but I will say I love it already, is the Anastasia Stick Foundation, and this is Warm Neutral is my shade. I don't know why I'm holding it up. You can't even see it. Oh, and yeah, Warm Neutral. That's what it looks like. And this is, it's supposed to be for, what did they say? Dry. It's supposed to be for oily skin, I think, or combination oily, I believe. Because most other stick foundations I know are for dry skin. So, yeah, ideal for normal to oily skin. Because other stick foundations like the Makeup Forever, I know gets very dewy and luminous. So I never tried that one, but I love the concept of a stick foundation, not having to pump it out and have the mess. So, and this is a light to medium coverage. Medium if you build it up. Light coverage just with a couple swipes. I will say I did not like using a beauty blender with this because it took a lot of that already light coverage away. And I just had to keep applying, so you're going to waste your product. So this is another favorite. What I've been loving pairing this with, or using with this, is this Sephora number 56 brush. And it's just a small, densely packed little brush. This is the Mara Hoffman collection, like limited edition, but they have this in their regular Sephora brush line. So what I do is I start with sections of my face. So I'll start with like my cheek, and I do like lines on my cheek, and I always spray my foundation brushes with setting spray or rose water so they have a little bit more slip and they're not like tugging on your face. Like, I hate that. So I will just buff that cheek in, go do my chin, do the top lip, buff that in. So I go in sections on my face, and then I just, you know, take a step back and look. And that's a good tip. Always if you're getting frustrated with your makeup, always take a step back, walk away for a second, go to a bigger mirror, go to different lighting, and come back and look at it. Because I will tell you, like, I've been sitting getting frustrated with an eye look or getting frustrated, and it takes a minute to step back and look at it again, and you'll be like, wow, like, it just takes you to rest your eyes for a minute and give it another look. So anyway, that was so off topic, but anyway, what was I even saying? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So then I you know, step back, look at it, see where I need more coverage, and then I'll take it and put a couple lines there, blend it in there with this again. But after that, I will take a beauty blender, and I do this anytime I use a foundation brush. I take a damp beauty blender and go over just to set, make sure there's no streaks, because I don't care how good the brush is, how expensive, you can have brush strokes in your foundation. So I will do that. I will go with a beauty blender and go over it again. But it's very nice, and it wears really well. I have it on today. I think everything goes good over top of it. I really like it. So, and it's good for like everyday use, I think. Sometimes the Urban Decay, it can be a little much, a little too matte, a little bit too full coverage. Definitely all-nighter. It's a good nighttime if you're going out, if you work at night. You know, that is what it's actually good for, is what it is retailed, you know, to do, is all-nighter. Last all night. Okay, so the next thing I have been loving is and this, I'm telling you, I will never go in my life without this anytime. It is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer in the shade Medium. Sorry, I keep checking my time if my video is going to cut off. But this concealer, oh my goodness. And it's I like the tone of it. It's a yellow undertone, a yellow neutral. It is definitely not pinky or too warm at all. It's definitely neutral. There it is. But it has that little yellow undertone. The reason I love this is it is luminous. It is not drying. You know, if you have wrinkles, fine lines in your eyes, you don't want anything drying under there. I made the mistake of buying the powder, the new powder, Becca powder, which is like the size of a blush. Who is going to, you would stick a face brush in it one time and your product would be gone. Anyway, I took that baby back, but I didn't read fully into it, and it was matte. Set that with this, with that. Oh my gosh, it aged me like 10 years immediately, so I took that back. And that was because it was matte, and when I have fine lines under here, so this is luminous. Beautiful coverage, but the main thing that I looked and I was shocked, and no other concealer has ever done this for me. And I have, you know, tons of concealers that I love, but not like this. It didn't settle in my fine lines. I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, now I still had the fine lines, I still had the ring, but my concealer wasn't all down in them looking cakey and nasty. So, love that. You got to try that out. What I've been setting it with is RCMA No Color Powder, and I just take, and this is what I do. I want to show you a really quick tip, because I know people complain about how messy this is. I don't use the little holes in the top. I don't dump it out like that. I unscrew the lid, take a little setting brush, a little dome, you know, under eye brush like this, and I just go down and like touch the top of that product, and see, like, some comes off, tap it in my lid, and that is all you need. Like, see, it puts, look at that, it put that in the lid. That's all you need. That's perfect for what you need for under your eyes. So then I just tap it, and it still makes a little bit of a mess. But then I just take that brush and I tap it. I don't necessarily bake, like I don't pack a lot of extra on there because of the fine lines. But I just take what's on there, pat, 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 and then I'll let it set, and then I'll brush the excess away later. And that has been really working for me. So I've really been loving that. And what I have been using to set my foundation, which I've been loving this. And this is the Lancome Absolute Powder. And I got the shade Absolute Golden. I know that's really shiny. My mother-in-law loves Lancome, and she's loved it forever. And so I've used products of theirs, and I really, really love their stuff. I love their foundation, the 10 Idol Ultra foundation. I love that. But Jaclyn Hill had raved about this powder, and just look at the bottle. Like, I just want to set it out. It is so beautiful. I mean, whatever. What is this? A bottle, a thing, whatever this is. But it's beautiful. And it definitely has a radiance. Like, it's not like straight up glitter shimmer on your face. It's not. And it may look scary. It may look like that. It definitely has a luminosity to it. But just, I take a big fluffy brush. I take the Sephora number 50, I think. There it is right there. So, I don't know if you can see. See, I mean, you can see that luminosity. Look on my hand right there. I just put it all right there. But it just, and I just take a fluffy brush and I don't pack it on. I just sweep it all over my face. It gives your skin a beautiful, healthy glow. No shimmer, no glitter. You don't walk around looking crazy. And it's good for all ages. My mother-in-law uses the same powder. She doesn't use Absolute Golden, but she uses the same powder. And it just gives you a beautiful luminosity. Okay, so the next thing that I've been loving, the next thing I go to on my face, and where did I put it? Like I said, I filmed this, it's like my 4th time. My eyebrows. I do my brows next. I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I don't need to go too much into this. It's really nondescript little eyebrow pencil. It's got a fine tip. I love the formula. It goes on very evenly. It's not patchy. See if you can see. It gives me a fine line. I like a fine tail in. I just flick it up in the, right here. I do like to square them off. I just flick that up. And this does it for me, so I love that. And another thing I've been doing is I pulled my highbrow back out because I need to use it. I have another full set that just came with one of those Benefit Christmas or holiday sets they're already putting out. But I take this and I put it, after I'm done with my brows, I put it underneath, like I just kind of draw a little bit underneath. And I take a flat concealer brush and I just blend it in and carve out my brows, and then I blend it halfway down here. And then what I prime my lids with, because that primes the upper part of my lid too, or under my brow bone. But I'll take my MAC Painterly and prime my eyelid and just, you know, blend them together. So this is brightened and this is primed. This isn't as brightening. So I've been loving to do that. And the eyeshadow palette I've been loving. I've got a lot of new ones, a lot of new releases have come out. So it's kind of overwhelming. Like you know, I try to play with all of them. I try to create looks with all of them, and then I've been busy, so I don't have time to sit down and really. When I use my new palettes, I want to really enjoy them and play with them and stuff. So if it's like an everyday, if I'm rushing out of the house, I won't use them. I know that sounds really weird, but I won't yet because I want to sit down and give them the love and attention they deserve. I know it sounds really crazy, but I'm serious. So what I can get a easy everyday eye look with, and that's not what I have on today. That's kind of silly. I have on the peanut butter jelly palette. I brought that out. I haven't used it in a while, but what I can get an easy eye look with and not think twice about it is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. And mine's a mess. You can tell I love it well. I love this palette, and it's so, like, those tones, the warm reds, pinky, like, berry, orange tones, like that is so me. That is what I am drawn to in eyeshadow, are these shades. Just about every day. It's to the point where I actually need to get out of my comfort zone a little bit and try something else, because I'm very, like this palette, when I saw this, I jumped on it immediately because that's just very much up my alley. So that's what I've been loving for the month of August for my eyes. And then what I love to get my wing sharp with, and I don't have to worry about it. I know when I pick this up, my wing is going to be on point. I don't have to fool with it, ruin my makeup. You know, some new eyeliners, you ruin your whole look trying to play around with your wing. This one is the Physicians Formula. I believe it's the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Plus Serum. Now, it says it has a serum to help your eyelashes grow. I don't know that. It may not. I'm not really paying attention to that. But it's got a brush tip kind of like the, well, I haven't ever used the Kat Von D Trooper because I like this. I think it's, is it called Trooper? I don't know, but the Kat Von D with the brush tip. It's got the brush tip like that, and it's got, you know, you can shake the product up, but I just use that, and every single time my wing is easy, sharp. I just draw, you know, fill it in. This gives me that perfect sharp wing. So the next thing, let me talk about mascara. I usually use drugstore. I usually never use high-end just because, I don't know, I like the Better Than Sex. I've bought that high-end. I've bought the They're Real. But there's so many good drugstore mascaras that I just, that's what I get. So this time I've got the Voluminous Feline Noir mascara. It's in Blackest Noir. This is by L'Oreal, the Voluminous line. And I've been loving this. This is the new ones that have like the leopard. It's got the rubber tip like most of the new mascaras. Nothing crazy special, but it does give me length and volume, and it doesn't clump. So I've been liking it, and it's black. Okay, what have I, let me see, what do I do next? Okay, eyeshadow. Okay, next I always bronze. So the bronzer that I've been using, and I love, and I've loved it since like last summer, is the Radiant Bronze Light by Hourglass. This is my favorite bronzer of all life. Like, this is another thing that I will never be without. It is a warm bronzer. It is definitely not a contour, but it's a warm bronzer. You can warm around your face, and it's just, it's another one that's luminous, and it is just absolutely beautiful. You would have to really put it on to appreciate it. I love it. So definitely, if you haven't tried this, when you go in Sephora, they're still out. Swatch it. See what you think. It is beautiful. Another bronzer, it's the same idea. These are definitely not cool contouring colors. These are for bronzing up your face, giving you a glow, giving you that healthy sun-kissed color. This is Betty Luminizer by The Balm. And this, when you look at this, you know, I was scared of it at first. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with that? Like, use it as a huge eyeshadow? Like what? Like, see all that shimmer, luminosity, but it is, there it is right there. See, and even then, it's like, oh my goodness. But if you take a fluffy brush, you know, a bronzing brush, dip it in there lightly, and it is pigmented. It has a lot of color payoff. Take it and just, you know, all around the perimeter of your face, it gives you the most beautiful, healthy, sun-kissed glow. I've been loving that. Okay, then I always go to blush. Okay, here are the two blushes I've been loving. The first one is, and this is the only one I have of these. I would like to get the other one. I think it's, I can't remember the color. Lines and Last Night or something like that. I don't know. But this one is Marc Jacobs, the Air Blushes. And this one, this right here is, like, you'll see the pattern of what I like in blushes, like my colors. This one, Flesh and Fantasy, I like natural, bronzy, nudie blushes. Okay, so that's what that looks like. I will swatch it. You can't even see it. Like, I don't know. I hate digging into it, though. I know you're not going to be able to see it. Well, yeah, you can. It's right there. See, it's just, but when you put it on your cheeks, it is beautiful. It's just a natural, beautiful, you know, tan, I don't know how to explain, you know, I don't want to say like a bronzy color, because it's not, it's just a nude. It's a nude, natural, beautiful color. I'm watching my time. I'm sorry, I keep looking over there. So the next color, and like I said, you'll catch on to the blushes, my blush taste, is Tarte Sensual. Same thing. Beautiful, natural, nude color, and it just, I don't like pinky blushes. I like the nudes. It just gives you a little bit of color, makes you look alive. I have it on today. This is my bronzer, and I brought it up here. So it just gives you a little bit of color to your face. So I've been loving that. Okay, to highlight, and this is the brush. This blush brush, this came in, I do the Morphe Me subscription, brush subscription. This was one of the brushes from last month. So I got it in August, so this is very fitting. It's the Morphe M403 brush. And it's just a little soft domed, but it's also has some stiffness, so you know, it's fluffy enough to blend out that blush, but it's, you know, got the stiffness enough that it's not going to put it everywhere. So your brush isn't going to collapse on your face and put it everywhere. So I've been loving this for my blushes. Okay, and then highlighting, that's the last thing, but is my, well, no, it's not. I've got more. It's the last thing on my face, besides lipstick. Okay, that made no sense. That was pointless. Anyway, so highlighting. what I have been using mostly and loving is the Bobbi Brown Sandstone. Still have it in the packaging. I'm very weird and keep my products in their packaging, but it's limited. It was a limited edition, so the packaging looks like that. It's a little different than the other shimmer bricks, and it looks like that. And it is just a absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is freaking gorgeous. Hold on. Okay, it's right there. Look at that. Oh my god, so pretty. Okay. So I've been using that more of like on an everyday kind of basis. And then I got this last month also. It is the Anastasia Moonchild palette. I've been also loving this, playing with this. Like if I put on a highlighter and it's not, like if it's not that one definitely has some oomph, some punch. That one is bright. But if I, you know, pulled something else out and it wasn't giving me the glow I wanted, I went on top with one of these babies and it just brightens it right up. And these are just so fun. Like my favorite color definitely out of this is Lucky Clover. I think, and I didn't suspect that would be my favorite. I thought it would be like Pink Heart or something, you know, one of the purpley ones. But this one right here is like, oh, why would I put it right there? I am so, what the hell? Okay. But you can't see it on here. It has a green shift. It looks white in the pan, but you look and it is like freaking chameleon, like green. Like you're gonna have green cheeks, boo, but it's beautiful in a beautiful way. And all of these, like Blue Ice, Star, they, you know, they have blue shifts to them. Pink Heart has a red pinky shift. Oh my gosh, they're just, but Blue Ice is beautiful too. That's another one that it is going to be popping, honey. You put Blue Ice on there. It is bright, but it's beautiful. Okay, so I've been loving that. And for the last thing on my face has been my lips. Okay, this is what I have on today. I've been loving the Urban Decay Violate Cream is the formula lipstick. It's one of their new lipsticks. It's a pinky, purpley color. I have it on today. Okay, and what I have been putting over that, the kind of combo here is, and I love this formula, one of the new ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lips. This is in the shade Finders Keepers. And this just, their lip gloss formula is amazing. I'm trying to find where I'm going to swatch it. I'll just put it right there. Look at that. Like mauvey, purpley, just beautiful. And the formula is amazing. Like I have it on. It lasts. It's not too sticky. So another thing I have been pairing the Finders Keepers with and been wearing a lot last month has been Melted Matte in Queen Bee. And I just think I almost swatched the Queen Bee right beside where I put that. It is a perfect pair. Like look at that. There's Queen Bee and then there's Finders Keepers. So I mean if you like the color of Queen Bee but you get tired of the dry matteness, because they do, you know, get pretty dry, but I love this formula. Top it with Finders Keepers and it is a perfect pair. Okay, so on the days that I don't want to put on lipstick, I just want to run out the door, I have been loving Hot Toddy. These are the full-on lip creams, the one in like the frosted container. I've been saying a lot. I just noticed that, and that's probably very annoying, and I'm sorry. It's in Hot Toddy, but it's the full-on lip cream in Hot Toddy, and it's just got a nude light tint to it right there, the shiny, and it's one of the plumping, so it has the tingling minty. It smells minty, and no, it smells like vanilla. Why did I say minty? It has the tingling, but it smells vanilla. These are amazing. 20 bucks. I love those. Okay, and one thing I want to rave about really quick, and that I've got on a crazy, I'm shaking the camera. What I've been loving to purchase and look for are beauty blenders, and excuse the nasty dirty ones. But this month or last month, I'm sorry, August, was on a, like, what is the word I'm looking for? I was like on a rampage, like buying these. I was looking for the best deal on beauty sponges, like the best quality, but for the best price. So you don't have, you know, I have the beauty blenders. I have a black one. I have the pink one. My favorite is the nude. It's a totally different texture. It's softer. So I have these three, but they're 20 bucks. And here recently what I bought, and this was really stupid, was the Tarte one for $16. This thing, I mean, it's soft. It's like the weird, it almost feels like Play-Doh or clay. Like it's got that texture, but you get it wet, it doesn't expand. It does, oh My gosh, it scared me. My dog just walked in. I'm home alone, guys. Did you see how scared I just got? Like, I'm shaking. That was scary because my front door's open. I mean, I opened it. What else could go wrong right now? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so I don't really like that. Like, I don't know. But I didn't take it back. I wanted to work with it. So I went out and I started looking for other ones. I got the Ulta Duo for $10. Beautiful, soft, just as good as the Beauty Blender. I got a pack at Walmart. It's a 2-pack, I believe, for $8 or $9. They come like this. Like I said, excuse me, this one's dirty. This one is just like the Beauty Blender. It has this weird ribbing in the middle, but they are so soft and they expand. They absorb water. They are beautiful. This little pack from Ulta, it comes in two for like $5. They expand. These are good for under the eye. If you cream contour, blending out that cream contour, these are beautiful. Then Ulta just came out with a 3-pack, and this one's dirty. I used it today and it's bigger. A 3-pack of, I'm still shaking from my dog scaring me. Like, I really thought somebody had done come up in my house and was behind me, gonna kill me like Jason Voorhees style. Like, y'all was gonna see this, like, me being killed. Well, no, you wouldn't, because who would upload it? Anyway, I'm still shaking. Like, that was scary. But I got these 3. Beautiful. They expand. They are so freaking soft. Blend out your concealer. Try these. They are wonderful. The last one I got, and I'm not sure about it. It was like $6. It's the e.l.f. one. And it absorbs water. It you know, expands. It's soft, but it's not as soft as like these, the Walmart, the ones from Walmart, this one. So when you go to pounce on your skin, it just doesn't, you know, the really, really soft ones, like this one, or the ones from Ulta. I mean, when you put them, they just mesh into your skin. It's so softly, and they just do what they're supposed to do. This one's kind of hard. You've got to kind of press it. You have to be firm with it, and I don't know. I mean, if you have these really soft ones, even if they are like, you know, 2 for $10 from Ulta, or if you have something like a Beauty Blender, you know, when they're hard like that, I don't know. And that goes back to this one. Why would I pick this one up? I will tell you what I will probably use this for and get my $16 worth. Baking. If I do bake. And like I said, I don't bake under my eyes. I will clean this up. So see how that's pointy? I will put my translucent powder up on that. Put it there. But I am not blending foundation out with that. I do not like that. So that's a dislike. Okay, the last thing I have been loving, and I have been going into Sephora and Ulta for the past month, spraying this all over me and smelling it all day until I like couldn't take it anymore, and I went and bought it. It is the Michael Kors Midnight Shimmer. This is the 1.7 ounce, and this is so amazing. This is a warm scent. Most Michael Kors perfumes were always, when I would smell them, they were floral. So, and I don't care too much for floral. I like the warm scents, like the Tom Ford Noir, like that. That is my all-time favorite. You know, the YSL Black Opium. Like, those are the Lancome, there I go with again. The Lancome La Vie est Belle. La Vie est Belle. I'm trying to go by the commercial, what they say, but it looks like La Vie est Belle, but it's La Vie est Belle. And that, like, those are my perfume taste. Warm, just, oh my gosh, I can't, it's almost got not a vanilla, I don't even know. I'm really bad with describing scents, but it does. It has a warm, almost vanilla-y, oh my gosh. Just, if you go in Sephora or Ulta, please do me a favor, spray this on you, smell this. It is beautiful. It is amazing. I had to go back and get it. So, I think that is it, guys. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about after several interruptions and 3 tries. Here we are. I made it through, and thank you all for sticking with me. Please subscribe, like this video, thumbs up it, and I will be putting more videos up. I am going to start doing tutorials, like more favorites, hauls. Just, I love this. This is my passion. This is my hobby. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm going to get on the ball. I'm going to stay on it. I'm going to keep making these videos. So please stick around, subscribe, thumbs up it, share it, tell your friend, tell your mama, tell your granny, tell somebody, share me. Love you guys. Thank you so much.